Alright guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we are going to do a faceless portrait drawing. So I start off in Procreate, right? I have a 2550 pixel by 3300 pixel, did I say that right? And then what I do is I add the photo onto my canvas and then I'll lower the opacity, so using my line art pencil, which is more stable and just has a consistent pressure on the line, so no matter the pressure it's not really changing the size of the whole line art. And then we just outline the bodies, anything but the eyes, lips, and nose basically, because it's faceless. Alright, so then when I have all my line art drawn, I will just take that photo that I put in, make it smaller just so I have a reference of like all the colors and shades and where the lights are coming from. So I'll make a new layer and I will start that with coloring. I don't know, I read somewhere that like it's not good to draw when the background's completely white. I don't know if that's just a myth or something, but whatever. Anyways, we're going to start coloring everything in. You can either color it in old school, or you can line of everything and then just drop the color in, or the color fill tool and just an outline basically of what you want in that color, and then you'll basically just tap on it and the color will just be there, so you don't have to like color it in like a coloring book. But most of the time I like doing it like a coloring book because that's like a stress relief for me and a relaxing process for me. But like if you needed to speed up anything, the color fill tool is definitely where you can speed things up. And then if I have like a certain color, like for their skin, like let's say I didn't like the tone that I picked out first, I'll just use alpha lock on that layer and then I'll pick the color I want and then make sure I fill it. You have to make sure the layer is on alpha lock though, or else it's just gonna go all over the canvas. Every time I use a different color, I like to have them in separate layers so that I can always go back and change something, so I don't have to mess with anything else. It just keeps it more organized, and if I have to change anything minor, I don't have to mess up the whole thing. So now I'm just using the hairbrush tool, and I am starting with the lighter parts of her hair, just getting where the light is coming from, and then I'll go back in and use the darker color to give her darker highlights in her hair. I just think the lighter gives the hair more dimension at first and like make it pop out, and then I actually start to shade it with the darker colors. I just think when I'm drawing hair, it just comes out so beautifully, and I love it. I love the process of it. Sometimes it's not as easy as it seems though with doing hair, because sometimes you have to keep going back and forth with dark colors and light colors and working on it to get the dimension you need and to get the flow of the hair, like where the strands are going and stuff. It's pretty cool. And then basically when I do clothing shades, I like to start off dark, because usually I keep the clothing light, so then I'll put in dark colors, put where the shadows at. I'll put where all the shadows are at, and then I'll go back after and use the hard brush as a smudging tool, making the flow of color just blend in nicely. And this is where the magic starts to happen. You start to see the definition and everything. These faceless portraits can come in a physical print form, or you can order them as a sticker. You can find them on my website at jlurose.com and go to the custom design section and you'll find them all there. Sometimes after putting the darker color and like blending it all in, you'll need a little bit more of a lighter color than what you already had in the beginning to just make the highlights come out more, but in this case I didn't need it, so I went on to putting the shadows into the girl's dress. By the way, if you recognize this couple, that's so awesome, because I love this couple in Hometown Cha Cha Cha. I love this drama so much. Let me know if you've watched it before. And I don't do any shading with the skin at all, because it's faceless, so like there's nothing to define or anything. That's not where the details come from. So yeah, and that's basically how I do my faceless drawings. And then I like to add in word art at the bottom or top if someone requests it. I think it's really cute, like with a cursive font, but it's cute regardless if you add something. It's kind of like a cute keepsake for a loved one, anniversary gift, friend gifts, literally anyone. Let me know if you enjoyed this video and if this helps you start getting into faceless drawings if you've wanted to, and if you want to know any more about this process, or like what the next steps would be when I come to print it. Let me know of any tutorials you guys want to see, and thank you so much for watching.